Action.
Action. Well, this is our first little podcast tryout. This is going to be a bunch of trials and errors. So I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Matthew Serafin. I'm a realtor here at True North Property Experts, and this is
Stan Groves. I'm a part owner of True North and Matthew's friend.
heck yeah. So what this whole series is kind of going to be about is just talking about the market, what we're seeing, what's going on, anything that has caught your eye recently in the real estate market here in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, prices are better than they have been for a number of years. Inventory is tight, but surprising. Surprisingly, the prices are really good. I mean, if you go back, rewind things about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, an average 3-bedroom, 2-bath house was easily into the sixes.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing, I just saw one today, 1,400 square feet in Post Falls for $450.
We were talking about this a little before, that new development that they have going on for single family homes. I mean, it's on 0.09 or 0.07 of an acre, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,100 square feet, the ARC. I mean, those are going for 380 right now. And so prices are definitely, I'm seeing as well, is leveling out. I wouldn't say they're dipping too much. I think it's just correction from COVID and all the craziness that happened there.
Yeah.
But statistically speaking, we're still at the highest level of prices. I mean, go back 5 years before COVID, 2018, 2019, houses were going 250, 300.
Shoot, man, if you want to jump in the time machine, we can go all the way back to when I started, 1999. You can buy a house for 70 grand, brand new construction.
So comparative to that, yeah, if you bought during COVID, you should be selling one way or another right now. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if you bought during COVID, you're pretty much locked in. Not to mention you had a good rate.
Exactly.
So I mean, there's not really any reason to move. And that explains why inventory is kind of stagnant, kind of stuck where it's at, because either A, you really seriously need to sell, or B, you bought prior to COVID and your interest rate was a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So you've got that, you're looking at rates now going, it's a good move for me to take advantage of it. So, and rates really right now, I'm hearing people locking in the mid fives. So,
but what are your conversations with sellers and buyers at the current moment? Because I know personally, a lot of people are still on the selling side thinking it's code prices. They could ask whatever they want. They know what their land is worth or their property is worth, which to a certain degree, I agree with. But at the same time, with that correction that we have going on, it's a little hard to get people's expectations in the right place.
Yeah. So you just asked me, what are my conversations, right, with buyers and sellers? For sellers, it's a completely different conversation, 100%. Just like you talked about, they're all still thinking they're sitting on gold. And relatively speaking, they are.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of adjustment, especially for homes in town, and for acreage as well. I mean, realistically, back during the COVID days, you could have slapped $1 million on anything, especially if it was on acreage, and got it. You got it within 48 hours.
Yeah.
Probably a bidding.
Yep.
Now, the market's kind of caught up. You've got Timbered Ridge out there building all kinds of fancy homes on 5 acres, in some cases 10, for $1.1 million, $1.2 million, and they're brand new construction. You get a builder warranty. First butt on the toilet seat. So if you're doing a resale house that's 8 to 10 years old or older, you can't be priced at it.
Exactly. Me and you had that conversation. I had a seller's appointment, a listing appointment, at a selling consultation appointment with someone that was in that area looking to sell a house on acreage. Their house was massive, don't get me wrong, almost 4,000 square feet, but it was built in the 90s, had an extension onto it, an addition put onto it, and they originally wanted to get 1.2, 1.3 out of it. But what you see everything going on, especially in that area, that new construction, those are moving quick. People are buying them up. Resale, there was 6 houses for every 1 buyer. So what you're saying, and there's so many options right now. And I'm not necessarily saying it's a buyer's market per chance, but there's definitely more options, and you have to stick out of the crowd one way or another on the market to be the obvious choice at the end of the day.
Well, and going back to that same house, I mean, it's 4,000 plus square feet. Not everybody really wants a home that size anymore. I mean, you can get a great 2,700 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house, brand new construction, without having to clean 4,300 square feet.
Yeah.
So anybody that has spent the weekend cleaning 4,000 square feet of house knows that gets old fast. So
Exactly. And so what are you hearing with buyers that you're talking to? And there's a lot more options, getting kind of taken all over the place, looking at all the options that they have. And
yeah, that in a nutshell, that's exactly right. And I'm encouraging them to pull the trigger.
Yep.
Because I think that this opportunity to purchase right now at these better prices is going to be a short-lived deal.
Mm-hmm.
If these rates do continue to drop, we're going to see there's so many people that want to live in Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see those doors open up, and we're going to see prices start to elevate again because supply and demand, right? I mean, go back to the COVID days. I thought I was going to get a 3 or 4 or 5, 6 month vacation when COVID hit. That didn't happen.
Nope.
I got about a 72 hours vacation.
So the phones are blowing up and real estate was going through the roof.
It was. Yeah, absolutely. So I expect the same thing to happen. I mean, if I don't want to get political or anything like that, but if you look at the outside states around Idaho, particularly Washington State and Oregon, they keep raising taxes over there. And we keep seeing their prices go down and down and down. The Seattle area, there used to be $1 million houses that would sell usually in about 30 days or less. And they're starting to sit longer and longer and longer. No interest.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the next wave is coming here again. Unfortunately, I know there's a lot of locals that be like, that sucks. I'm one of them. A lot of times it's like, man, tired of the congestion and all that stuff. But the fact of the matter is we can't stop it.
Yeah. They're going to come here one way or another, whether we like it or not.
Yep.
And we're in an interesting place location-wise. I mean, Spokane's 20 minutes down the street, just down I-90, and then right into the rest of Washington. You got Montana right there, too. And you see a lot of people end up coming here for tax reasons, for family reasons, and whatnot. But it's just going to keep growing and growing. And like you said, a lot of people aren't going to like it. But that's evolution at the end of the day. And people changing and growing.
Yeah, it's like you said, we got basically a 60-mile window from Montana to Washington. And, I grew up in the Silver Valley, so there's not a lot of people that want to live over there in the Wallace, Mullen, Kellogg area. Still great deals over there. But a lot of people don't like to make that drive over the pass to get to Coeur d'Alene. So if you're going to focus on Kootenai County or even up in Sandpoint, you just got a little window to purchase in. And that's it.
Exactly. We only have so much space allowed in our little peninsula up here that we're running out of it real quick. And it's going for a premium even today.
Oh, yeah.
For people who are trying to sell and trying to build and construct new subdivisions and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I've seen it all. I've seen the prairie get eaten up, and there's not much of it left. So, well.
Anything else on your mind you want to go over, address?
No, I mean, realistically, if you're out there looking to buy a house and you don't have a house to sell, or better yet, you've got a really good interest rate on your house, you might explore the opportunity of keeping that for a rental. Maybe, I'm not a loan officer, but you might take out a HELOC and use that money as a down payment to purchase something right now. Because like I said, and everybody knows this, if you look back historically in Idaho, especially North Idaho, those windows of opportunity usually last at most 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah.
So I think we're right in the middle of one right now. Like I said, when the rates drop down even another 0.5%, we're going to see it kick off.
100%. I agree. I mean, I window conventional was sitting around 6, like just above 6 right now. But we were talking the other day, a couple of the banks around here are offering HELOC, or not HELOCs, ARMs, 10 years ARMs for 4% right now, which is nothing. I feel like a lot of people don't know about that. I mean,
right.
Average length of owning a home or staying in the same loan product is 7 to 8 years regardless before someone refinances or whatnot. And so having the 7 to 10 year ARM right now that is at a 4% locked interest rate. I mean, that's a no brainer.
Yeah, that's a lot can happen over that time frame, especially the 7 to 10 year time frame. You know, especially with rates.
Yep.
So, yeah, it'd be a good move to do something like that.
Yep. Exactly. Cool. Well, so this is episode 1, trial and errors. We're just figuring out what we're doing, what's going on. There's a lot of technical difficulties going on today too. So it's number 1 in the books. We're gonna try to do this weekly-ish, trying to see what our schedules allow for, but we'll see how this one turns out and go from there.
Right on.
Cool. Make a stand.
Absolutely, brother.
All right.